Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my viewers all over the world, depending on where you are watching me from. This at this point in time, I want to introduce to us our usual English language topic, but which called question tag. Question tag is a short question that is born off as of a statement previously made. Question tag is different from rhetorical questions in figure of speech. All right, we have different types of questions. This particular topic is that there must have been a statement that is made before the question will be derived out of the or extracted out of that statement. In question tag, there's what we call statement, tag, and response. Now, the formula is that if the statement is positive, the tag will be negative and the response will be positive, and vice versa. Now, in this question tag, we are making use of auxiliary verbs, either primary auxiliary verbs or secondary auxiliary verbs or model auxiliary verbs. Now, when I mention primary auxiliary verb, I'm talking about shall, will, and can. Then you can also make use of being verb. Being verb are 7 or 8 in numbers. Is, am, are, was, are, be, been, and being. That's what is called being verb or verb to be. Then we can also make use of a modal auxiliary whereby can, and the person of can is could. Shall, the person of shall is should. Will, the person of will is would. Dare, D-A-R-E, the person is dared. Put D at the end. We have need, we have must, we have may, and whose person is might. Then we have ought, O-U-G-H-T. That's what is called modal auxiliary verb. Now, we are going back to statements. A statement can be negative and can be positive. So, a negative statement is such that has or that contains no, or not. If a statement has those two words, then we say that that statement is what? A negative statement. As such, the tag must be positive. So, if I say she has no money, in respect to question tag, that's a negative statement. And it's simply the tag is going to be only two words from that statement. The first two words from that statement is what we use to form our tag. She has no money will be isn't she? Because the statement was positive, so the tag now is negative. Isn't simply meaning is not. It's the combination of two words because every negative tag must connote or attract an apostrophe. All right, an apostrophe. So you take notes of that. So if I say she has money, that's a positive statement, and the tag is going to be isn't she. But if I say she has no money, that's negative statement. The tag will be positive, is going to be is she. So I want you to be very careful and follow me step by step. So if I say Esther, Victor, and Tope are fighting, look at the word are. The simple verb, a complementary verb in that sentence is are, A-R-E. And is going to be the tag is going to be negative, which is what aren't they. You convert Victor Tope to what to a pronouns, and it's going to be they, aren't they? All right, because the subject of it is they, while the object of they is them, T-H-E-M. All right, so there I'm going to introduce a very strange word here, which is called ought. Not really strange, but some person is strange. But we that have been mastering of English language is no longer strange. Ought is spelled O-U-G-H-T. Now, when ought is used in sentence in positive, all right, then we have what we call oughtn't there. Oughtn't there. That's ought not. Oughtn't. From the word oughtn't, we have ought not. All right. But if ought is used in a positive way, there's not like ought they. For example, a student ought to read their book in order to pass their examination. The student ought to. All right. So if you want to make your tag will be oughtn't they. Please, you are at liberty to consult your dictionary or your Google account to know if what we are teaching here is actually true or not. and you can come back and try to correct us constructively, please. We are open for critics, and we are open for clarifications, all right? But if I say students ought not to read their books, is the tag should not be ought they. The tag will not change to what should they. Very important, should they. All right. So I want you to take note of this thing and follow the class one after the other. Probably you have any area of clarification, please don't hesitate to call my number 080622751. My name is Akanobong Etu from the city of Port Harcourt, River State. I am always there to give you cogent and concrete explanation to your satisfaction. Thank you very much and remain blessed.